shadows lengthen in Carcosa. Strange is the night where black stars rise. Strange moons circle through the skies. Much stranger still is lost Carcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung as tears unshed shall dry.
Why, hello, and welcome to session 14 of Murmurs at the Abyss in Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. I am your keeper, Stu, and to my left.
Hello, I'm Kimi. I am playing Doris Daniels, who has made it this far. Really excited about that. And she is an adventurous, trick shooter, sportsy, outdoorsy type. And currently the only one who's awake in the real world. I think. Who knows now?
Which world is real?
Is your mic muted?
No? Hello?
Keep talking.
Okay. I'll talk real loud.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. Hi, I'm CADave. I'm playing Dmitri Tupolev, contrary to my Chiron that tells you about my old character that went crazy and left. And I didn't notice that until I was rewatching a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, that guy's gone. And who knows what kind of mischief he's up to. At least at some point, I want to figure that out. Like, it's a mystery to me. Like, but that's
we might figure it out sooner rather than later.
Who knows? You never know where he's going to show up again. I have taken over the mantle of the one in the group that seems to be resistant to crazy shit.
Again.
So far. With this character, no, like he's not lost a lot. He's pretty good.
Okay, we'll see how long that
Well, I mean,
lasts.
yeah, it's not like I'm impervious to it. It's so far so good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely been doing better at that than I have.
Right.
I'm Pooja. I am playing sometime Librarian, mostly now super, super crazy Camilla Greenwald. It's having the time of her life writing the multidimensional flying creature.
Right.
And
So-
you may or may not be alive.
And I may or may not be dead. Yes.
Yeah,
But, like, what is life anyway?
exactly.
Schrodinger's Camilla.
And Isadore.
And
I mean,
Isadore, too.
Right.
we're missing Jim at the moment because he had like a real life emergency, but Isadore is also existing in that place between we don't know
Now I want to
if
see
life or
what
death
like
is a thing.
other famous scientists we can find in the world to loop into this.
And and Jim is off. Like he's running a game convention next weekend. I don't know why he would be busy.
Right.
Go fig.
He might make it later.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, we're talking.
Okay, does someone want to recap?
Note taker.
I
eyes turn to Pooja.
I need like a what the starting point was.
The party is... it started out in the Dreamland. I think the previous session you saw Einstein, Tesla, and Abigail Athenbright through the portal window, and that's where we
Okay.
ended the previous
Great.
session before that.
Fantastic. So Isadore frantically motioned for Einstein to go back. The hole closed up, and the three woke themselves up. My eyes were open on the table, but I did not respond, so they gave me a stimulant. They told me about the incident with Athenbright, and it convinced me that we were not still in the dream. I did not believe them. I need to get back to the village. They can help me, protect me from Aldebaran. We returned to the farm, and the barricade to the entrance was gone. They were unhooking batteries, and one of the workers told us that Einstein, Tesla, and their assistant, Abigail, of Who Walks Between the Shadows, went to the left from the farm. We traveled to their hotel, and Isadore sent them a note to convey our wish to talk. Einstein wasn't available, but Tesla agreed to speak to us and said Einstein was sleeping, because, you know, like you do. Dmitri and I decided to go see if Einstein was sleeping like a normal sleep or if he had gotten sucked up in Abigail's business. He must be severed from her influence. And we cannot let her succeed. The village will help us. We need to at least get Einstein there, where they can set protections upon him. We cannot let the King in Yellow into our world. He is there. He is watching. And he is more powerful than we can imagine. Isadore convinced Tesla of our cause, and he agreed to wake up Einstein. Dmitri banged on the door, and there was no answer, so he broke down the door, like you do. Upon hearing a cry, I ran in after him and witnessed a hound of Tindalos feasting upon Einstein's dead body. My mind fractured upon seeing the hound. Reciting hymns to the Yellow King did not banish or otherwise affect the dog, so I grabbed a spoon to remove my eye, thereby preventing my death. But Dmitri removed me from the room and dragged me to the vehicle. We need to get back to the dream chamber. We can get to the village. More important now than ever that there is a hound of Tindalos loose. The villagers can help us. I couldn't find the stairs at Dr. Kessler's. The woman must be blocking us from them. Doris mentioned the machine. It can get us straight to the village. We drove to the village. We drove to the farm, and Isadore went directly into the barn. There was an oval device that looked as if it was being charged or on. I ran towards the machine and leapt through the portal. Doris and Dmitri argued, and Isadore followed me. Doris and Dmitri argued about what to do with the machine, and Tesla said he would remove a critical piece until it was time to turn it back on. Dmitri used the ether in the car, so very, very well, and awoke in a dark cave. When he sparked his lighter, he was surrounded by smiling faces. We landed in front of Isadore and I landed in front of the farmer's cottage. He came out to ask what the matter was. I explained about the king and the hound and asked him to find Julie. Tesla and Doris set in to wait, and he revealed that they had not left the machine on. The farmer told us that Julie was on the other side of the mountains, so I wheeled myself there. Instead of Julie, I found Dmitri in a very dark cave.
You rolled another 100 on your little dream skip.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm real good at
That's
this.
2.
And once again, CADave is the one who pays for it. The faces were about 10 feet away when he struck his lighter. I smacked it from his hand, and we went towards the sound of dripping water. Tesla gave Doris a book he received from Maggie, who we know as Abigail. The King in Yellow, a play in 3 acts. Maggie had seen the play in Paris at the CADave. We followed the sound of the water. It led us to what seemed to be a lake. I focused on Julie, and we moved to a city street. No doors, no windows, but we went to a courtyard framed by 2 moons. I am tired, and the city is huge and filled with debris. We went inside a building that has a staircase going up and down. We took the stairs down, and it led us back to the village. We told Dmitri and I told Isadore what had happened, and he deduced that the city was Carcosa. Dmitri said our bodies are now in the dreaming, and the machine is the only way to get us back to our world. And they have no idea if we're still alive. We set out across the mountains to find Julie and saw black smoke in the distance. We found the messenger picking through the ashes of another village. Searching through the ashes... Searching through the ashes, I found a necklace. With something I can't read. That I recognized as something that Julie wore. Dmitri suggested we contact a Haga. We saw the creature from the sarcophagus flying in the sky, and I concentrated to restrain it. It landed in front of us. It seemed to understand our speech, but was not forthcoming when I asked it about Abigail. when I asked it about Chuli, it indicated a direction, and we followed it as it took flight. A little while later, it landed and kind of like nosed at the ground, and we thought maybe Chuli was under the ground. It was like irritated with us and took off again. And then the second time it landed, I climbed upon its back, and we took off together. I spotted foothills in the distance. As we got closer, I saw 4 columns, and we went ever closer. And that was a terrible time for you to leave, Stu.
Be right back.
This is why I don't do recaps, though. They're super long.
That's okay. They're good though. They help
Especially
us
when your
all.
character is insane.
I cut out a few of the bits where I was like rambling on about the thing in yellow.
Yeah, but I mean, you're great at it. I appreciate it. As a player, I appreciate all the detail and remembering it, especially when we missed last session. So it's been a while.
Right. Okay. So you're on the back of this this thing, and it kind of, as you are just you're the only one on it, or all of you? Okay. All right.
I don't know why y'all didn't climb on. I think it may have just taken off before they got to.
I think we were kind of like dubious about if it could carry everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it didn't seem like it was that big.
Yeah, we
I can give you a picture.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Overloading a flying creature seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, and well, and we talked about how big it was last time, and it wasn't as big as we'd originally all pictured.
Yeah.
It was like,
Not
Like 9
pterodactyls.
feet or something.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not carrying all of us.
No.
Though it is a multi-dimensional
Yeah.
swan vulture. So,
Vulture.
vulture.
So,
Or a Voltan.
Oh yeah,
And
about the size of a lion. They're reminding
Voltan.
us.
Yeah.
So it's like the size of like a big lion.
right. So it would, and I think I mentioned at the end of the session last time that once you got up in the air, you could see there were like 3 sort of like curved towers, or 4 curved towers. Okay.
Yes, I finished my recap when you walked out of the room. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
come back!
I had to
And
get,
they're
I
like
had to
the-
get my mouse.
There's a narrowing in the middle of the tower.
There's like it's the towers seem to like come together to make a big tower
Oh, I see.
near the base.
Oh.
And there looks to be a village in front of it, which you will approach before you get to the tower. But that's the direction the thing is going. So it do you want? Are you going to wait for them? Because it can get you there fast.
No, I'm not waiting.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sorry, everyone else.
No, that's fine.
So it
Makes
gets
total sense.
So it gets you there. It doesn't really like blink there, sort of like the way you sort of skip in the dream world, but it's something similar to that. It does it. It seems to do it in little bursts. It's
Like
like
going into hyperdrive.
it's like you're here and then you're here and then you're here.
Like a stone skipping.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a stone. It's like a 5-dimensional stone skipping through normal time space. I've been reading a lot about how to try to visualize more than 4 dimensions. It turns out it's probably impossible.
So the 5th dimension is not time.
4th dimension is time.
4th dimension is time.
The 4th
that makes
dimension is
sense.
time.
My bad.
That makes time space. Anyway, yeah,
So what's the 5th dimension?
we can't conceive of it. It's not possible. We'll get to that because I had to do some research. So
Good.
So the thing lands sort of on the outskirts of this village, and it looks a little similar to the other village you were in, except this looks more modern. It looks like maybe like late 19th century wood structures, not like hovels and things like that. And you can see there seems to be almost like businesses here. This isn't just a bunch of farmers and craftspeople.
It looks a little bit like the British village we spent time in.
Hamblenden?
Yeah.
Yeah, more wood, less stone.
So it's you said late 1800s?
Late 19th century, yeah. And there's like, I mean, they have like wooden porches and you notice as you're approaching, you see Einstein sitting at a table, and he seems to be drinking something, and he's reading a book.
I'm going to run up and smack the book out of his hands.
He's like, "Oh,
What aggressive. I like it.
And then I'm going to pick the book up and I'm going to make sure that it's not
no, it
like
is
one of the King in Yellow books.
Let's see. It is Albert Einstein, The World as I See It. I will write that book in 10 years. Apparently, I've become quite opinionated.
Not anymore, you don't. I mean, you are quite dead.
Yes, I figured that out.
I'm glad you weren't reading about the King in Yellow.
No, I have, but I don't have a copy, and that's not the sort of thing that would interest me.
I'm glad to hear about that too. Also, I'm sorry that your assistant turned out to be a terrible force for evil in the world.
Was she?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. She seems so nice. She's been with us for quite some time.
I mean, your original assistant may have been nice.
How do you mean?
There's this woman. And she exists in multiple time spaces. And, pretty sure she took over your assistant and hijacked your experiment. And, have you seen a woman named Julie?
No, I have not.
She can explain it much better than I can. Let's go find her. Also, you need protected. From your assistant.
That I think that point is moot now.
You would think that, but no. It could get worse. So much worse.
I'm gonna say about this time.
Yes, please.
They come running up.
I've probably been helping Isadore
Oh right,
because he's not a.
he's limpy.
Well, he's an older guy. Like that's. Just... I see.
Oh,
So,
This is
Einstein
the man that
and I-
was eaten by this dog.
yes. We're gonna go find Julie so that she can protect him from the woman. And us. And figure out a way to defeat the Hound.
Oh, well,
I'm sure that Julie has the answers.
and we think she's here.
I mean, it led us here. Didn't you? Such a good boy.
it doesn't even have a face that can make expressions.
It doesn't matter. I know it's a good boy. If I actually remember the name of our dog, I would name it that. But I don't. What was the name of your dog?
Arlith.
Yeah. Yeah. Derlith.
Derlith, that's it.
Derlith, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you Derlith. Is that okay?
It's not even interacting. It's kind of just sitting there looking through you, maybe, because it doesn't have eyes.
But I'm gonna lean down and like pat it on its non-face having head.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, "Good boy, Derlith. We're gonna go find Julie. We're gonna go find Julie."
Okay.
Is there anybody else in evidence in this village?
You can hear people inside, and I mean you can see some people in the distance.
Oh, okay. So it's not just an empty place with Einstein on a porch.
No.
Okay. Okay. Perhaps this is the place where more modern people go when they have died.
Probably.
Like each village represents an era or something.
Or a location, or an amalgamation of both. We shall find Julie.
Where do you think she is?
No idea. But Turlet let us here, so she must be around.
Do you know what these tower things are for?
The locals tell me that we should stay away from them. They're apparently quite dangerous. They said that something called the half-brother lives there.
Okay.
And they have... this thing has minions of some kind. I'm looking for what they're called. Hold on a second. They call them the Burning Dead, which I think is ironic considering the living status of most of the people here.
Well, I'd assume that being lit on fire would make everything worse even here.
This could be true.
So, perhaps we could... Is there like a public house or something here in this village?
Oh, yeah. He points, and there's a building maybe 50 feet away that you had not noticed being there before.
Maybe in there someone could would have seen her if she's still alive.
Yeah, could be. Everything all right?
No, not particularly. We are concerned that your old assistant has found a way to come into this world and do the bidding of her Dark Master.
I mean, I figured out how to do that.
Yes, that's the problem.
She used your technology to come here with the intent to break open a way for her evil, all-powerful master to enter this area.
Don't speak of it.
Listen.
He's watching us. He has eyes everywhere.
Watch or not, we'd have to tell. He's a smart man. He figured out how to make the portal. Maybe he could help us.
And I think I may have figured out what omniscience truly is. And it wasn't until we came here.
So you have all this knowledge now?
Yes. Well, it is very difficult for our mind to comprehend the multiple dimensions that exist in this place. We see it only as our minds are capable of seeing it. But it is larger and more complex. Do you know the piece of paper?
I know what a piece of paper is, yes.
He opens up a portfolio and he says, imagine this is our world. And we are two-dimensional beings. And he broad draws a dot. This is you, and this is me. And we can only see each other as a very thin line. And that is all we can comprehend. Now imagine a being, he takes the piece of paper, and he says, is here. I'm extending my finger away from the page.
The plane of the paper.
This is all of existence as far as we know it. But this thing can see everything simultaneously.
Have you seen the Isadore as well?
No, but I think these things, this thing that attacked me in bed, they exist in a space-time with more dimensions than we are capable of understanding. And it becomes very difficult to comprehend. But this place has at least 2 additional dimensions. We can use them, but we are not capable of perceiving them.
Like how we can sometimes move quickly from place to place.
Yes.
Or how we spoke to a Haga in the past. For this world exists, this world exists across all time.
It appears, yes.
And all space.
I believe there is a 4th spatial dimension here, which I cannot describe, though I could explain the mathematics.
Please no. We do not have time for maths. We should go to find Chuli.
Well, we can check in the hotel and see if she was there.
Or at least maybe someone has seen it. So let us go. March over. It's 50 feet away. It's like a walk over and open the door.
Okay. It looks like the inside of almost like a saloon.
Okay. Are there people?
There's a couple people in here. There's a woman behind the bar, and there's a couple people sitting down. They seem to be at leisure, reading or
drinking.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna step inside and go. Everyone here. We are looking for a woman named Chuli. Has anyone seen her? She once wore this necklace. Heard of her? Seen her walking through town?
Something may have taken her.
And they all kind of look at each other, and they're like, "We don't know anyone named Chuli."
All right. I appreciate your help.
Is there an elder here?
That elder?
Like, somebody who might be more of a leader type, spiritual leader. Is there a priest? Maybe. I'm going for that saloon type.
The woman behind the bar kind of walks out to where you are near the entrance and kind of points at the towers.
The half-brother is your priest?
We don't have a priest, but the half-brother's in charge, I think.
Okay.
Wouldn't go there, though.
Why not?
It's dangerous.
So apparently is living.
Wouldn't go there.
Whose half-brother is this?
She's like... She's giving a very strange reaction.
Okay.
It's almost like she's unwilling to say, or she can't say. Like physically.
Like she's trying to, but it's not coming out right.
Right.
Okay. So someone...
Is it the half-brother of the Yellow Queen? She who walks between shadows?
No.
I'm going to lean in very close to her ear, and I'm going to say, is it the half-brother of the Lord of Aldebaran, Isadore?
She crosses herself and says, no.
Well, then I think we should be okay. Immensely relieved.
I don't see much hope other than going to see this person. Maybe they are dangerous, but we too can be dangerous.
He kind of walks back to the bar and starts cleaning glasses.
You should invest in a well. And I'm going to leave.
I don't see what else we can do but go and see.
It makes sense to me.
Maybe if I...
And finding Julie is the most important thing.
I'm going to close my eyes and think real hard about Julie.
Okay. You want to make a dreaming roll?
Sure.
Okay.
It's not going to happen, but sure.
You don't have it at all?
I have one.
Okay. Well, you can take... You know what? Take a... what is it? What are they called? A bonus die?
Yeah.
Advantage or...
Bonus dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still won't happen.
I got within 18 points. I could spend the luck.
You can spend the luck if you want.
No, I can't.
Okay. That's a lot of luck.
That is,
It's so much luck.
I was. If I got within 10, I would do it.
Yeah.
All right, it didn't work. So okay. Instead, I'll just yell, "Julie!" See if anybody looks around. There's like an orphan that scuttles away.
No.
Okay.
People don't even seem to notice when you say it, when you yell.
I feel like this place is some kind of purgatory, something.
Julie told us that those who reside here permanently are those who died in the dreaming. So it is possible that these people just have been living their mundane lives, never thinking about why or whence they came. Or maybe just the influence of the half-brother.
Yeah, maybe. Unless this village has different rules than the other.
Maybe. If the half-brother is in charge, then possibly the half-brother has Julie. We should go there and find out.
Yeah, we shall go.
Okay. Einstein says, well, I'm going to go back to my coffee. I suggest you not go the path you are taking. The warnings were very dire.
Well, we will go as far as we can.
He walks back over and...
Try to find someone to protect you. He is always watching.
He's like, raises his coffee cup. Or his tea cup. Okay, so you kind of start kind of walking and...
Towards the tower.
And buildings kind of... It's like you'll walk, there'll be like a building here and a building here, and you'll walk past them, and as you get past them, then another building kind of appears. But it's almost like
a video game that's rendering as we go.
Kind of, yeah. They sort of like kind of come into existence, but they don't just like blink into existence. It's almost like there's like an invisible wall, and then as you start walking, the wall, this invisible wall kind of moves and reveals the buildings as you go. Sure. But you can always see the tower as you go on.
Are we getting closer to it?
You are getting closer to it, yes. And then the buildings stop, and there's a big, long gap, and it's mostly like burnt desert. I mean, the ground is kind of, the sand is crunchy, and you look down, and there's like bits of, you can see some of it is pooled into glass as you start approaching. And it's basically a big, huge, tall, looks like it's carved out of stone, maybe, but it's not like brick and mortar. It's like carved. And it's probably 75 meters in diameter. And
there's one of these towers.
There's one. They all kind of branch off of this one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And there's an enormous gate, and you can see behind the gate there's something glowing.
Okay.
And there's the top of the gate, there's like it looks like it's sort of wrought iron or something like that. It has a bunch of the things, little spikes on it, and there's something on one of those spikes.
I'm going to go closer and see what it is.
It appears to be Chuli's head.
No.
Vulture led us astray.
I mean, technically, it did lead us to her. Whoever has done this must pay. They must pay.
Okay.
Help me get it off.
What are we gonna do with this poor woman's head?
We could at least give her a decent burial.
We're in some kind of other dimension. The
Even
dirt here
more-
isn't even dirt. It's mind dirt.
Even the more reason. We cannot leave her head to be defiled in such a way.
So I'm going to climb up a wrought iron fence in front of glowing door. With desert that has been scorched like the war battlefields.
Well,
This
then
doesn't seem
fine,
like a
I'll
place
do
to-
it.
No.
Just give me a boost.
How high up is this thing?
It's probably like 12 feet high.
Okay. And is it like a gothically ornate wrought iron fence and spike?
Yeah.
So there's things that you could possibly grab onto.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's finger and toe holds.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it. I'm gonna touch it with the back of my hand.
It's hot.
Yep. Not climbing it. She can stay.
I'm gonna if it's only 12 feet high, then you can give me a boost and I can get it off without touching it.
Now at this point you can see through, and you see utter darkness except there's two very vague shapes, slightly humanoid, glowing, and they're glowing like kind of like a deep red, like a crimson kind of color. But that's the source of the heat that you're.
Okay. Are they moving? Are they doing anything?
They're distant enough where you can't really make out anything, but they not getting bigger. They don't seem to be approaching.
Okay. All right. I can try. We can try.
Okay.
So I'll turn and put my back to the fence.
Okay.
Make a little harness with your hands.
That's the best way to give somebody a boost.
It is. I know. Okay.
So I will do this, and then I will attempt to make with the lifting.
Okay. Give me like a. I always make a strength for this. Yeah. Make a strength roll. I don't even know if you need to roll. I would say make a dex roll to get the.
Okay.
And you've got, and he's kind of boosting you up, so give yourself a bonus die.
Great. I got a 3.
Holy crap.
Okay.
I mean, they were both successes because my dex is stupid high, but the 3 is the one I really like.
Oh, yes. Okay. You get the head off and drop back down. Your back kind of feels itchy because you're kind of lean up against it.
I'll turn around and it'll be like, is my back burnt? Am I on fire?
There's like nice grill marks on the back of his jacket.
Okay.
On the plus side, these clothes aren't real, so
I'm not
no harm
concerned
done.
about. I'm not concerned about the clothes. I'm just saying now I have a feeling it has melted into my skin on my back.
Can pull on it and see if.
No, just leave it. We will go back to town.
Oh.
I had the feeling she would not have left the necklace by itself.
I mean, but I was hoping that we could. That maybe she. Just
All
gonna
right.
cradle this severed head
Okay.
close to my chest,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whisper
Is-
to it on the way back.
This is a little grisly, but is the neck cauterized?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have to go and find the rest of her body.
We're not on a quest to find her body. She's dead. We have remains. We will bury remains respectfully later.
So you guys are still hanging out at the barn.
Yeah. Probably getting worried because
It's been a long time.
he's supposed to go in and
Yep.
tell them to meet up and then wake up again.
Right. It's you've been waiting there probably an hour.
Okay, so it's not been quite as long as I was picturing it, but that's good. Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember because you drove through the door. Was that the first time you came here? Or that was this time.
It was this time.
Okay.
But we've left.
Where are you?
I think we were just driving away.
Okay, all right.
I don't think we had like a destination because we put your body in the car, and we took the important piece, and we wanted to be away from it in case more
Okay.
bad guys showed up. But we weren't going to go super far because we were expecting him to wake up pretty soon.
And give you the high sign.
Yeah,
right?
and be like, hey, okay, and then we could go back and like turn it on.
Okay.
So I feel like we're just like taking a Sunday drive. I don't
Right.
know.
It's
My afternoon with Tesla.
it was it nighttime? No, it was nighttime.
Yeah.
It's like probably close to the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So you guys are like driving along,
No.
and it's like the typical
I'm okay with staying boring. It's okay.
London roads,
Oh dear.
and are you just are you going anywhere? You're just driving around in circles, or
I feel like we probably are just driving around, not in circles necessarily, but we don't want to get too far away because we want to be able to go turn on the machine
Okay.
like really soon. But we don't want to stay chilling where they know we are
Right.
and where more bad guys are going to show up.
Okay.
So we didn't. Like an hour isn't so long. So yeah, we're just kind of taking a romantic drive, me and Tesla.
Make a spot hidden roll.
Oh, good. Oh, let me see. Nope, do not make it.
Okay.
Rolled an 84.
All right.
Nope, my romantic drive with Tesla. Which we have nothing to talk about, by the way. Like, I'm picturing this as he's Tesla, I'm a trick shooter. He probably started some conversations. I started some conversations.
It's super awkward.
Yeah.
But when you write your next memoir segment,
Yeah.
it's going to be the most scintillating.
It's going to be amazing. My ghostwriter, when I write this book,
You'll have had like a torrid Tesla affair.
yeah, it'll be amazing.
So you're driving?
I don't remember. I don't think I was driving. I think Tesla was driving.
And it was your guys' car, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
our car. We rented it or
Isadore
bought it.
drove it.
Oh, Isadore drove it. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll assume that Isadore is still driving the car.
No, he's,
Oh, that's right.
he
He's
jumped
there.
through the portal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So Tesla's driving the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're on roads, just super chill, unadventurous.
He takes a turn kind of fast, and then he starts kind of circling around a block.
Okay.
He's like, "Did you notice that?"
Notice what? No, I didn't see anything.
I think it must be sleep deprivation. And he drives back around,
Oh, all right.
back the same way you just came.
I don't know if going back is. Strange things might be out. Does he do it anyway? Is he
No,
still- okay.
yeah.
All right. Oh well.
He's
okay.
like barely paying attention to it. He's like,
Yeah.
and he points.
All right. I look.
There's like a bench, like for like a bus, like a bus stop. Einstein's sitting at it.
Oh.
Seems to be reading a paper.
I'm assuming Tesla stops.
No,
No.
he does
Okay.
not.
Okay.
He's a good man and thorough.
Yeah. Well, that is mighty strange. I don't remember. Was I in the? I didn't see him being eaten. You just told.
No, it was just the two of us.
Okay.
But we were like, time to go.
Yeah.
Fresh yogurt upstairs. Let's keep walking.
Yeah. There's no way he. No. I mean, they said he was being eaten.
Either they were lying, Oh, that is not Einstein.
Yeah.
Albert, you probably would call him.
Yeah. Well, I don't think my friends... They seemed fairly earnest and fairly terrified. I don't think either of them are good enough performers to have pulled off that if it was just a lie.
Perhaps it's a lie that they believe.
Perhaps. All this interdimensional mumbo-jumbo also has me quite confused. Is it possible for him to be in two places at the same time? You're the one who's been researching all this.
Two places in the same time, I don't know. Is it possible that there's more than one Einstein? That is extremely likely.
Oh, good. That clears everything up. Well, I suppose maybe we should talk to him?
I don't know if that's a good idea. What if it isn't him?
Well, if it isn't him, he already knows we're here because it's here for a reason.
And also, why on earth would he be sitting in the bus stop reading a newspaper in the middle of the night?
It's a trap.
I don't know why Tesla's German, too.
I don't know.
Probably because I can't... Serbian? Was he Serbian?
They're all German now. It's okay. It's just like everyone is Abigail.
Yeah.
They're also all German.
Every NPC I play turns into a California Canadian.
I mean, perhaps they were mistaken. Maybe there was someone else being eaten in the hotel room. Maybe there was a bellhop or something, and they just thought it was him. I mean,
that still would not explain why he would be sitting on a bench reading a newspaper in the middle of the night, on a bench that we would just happen to pass.
Yes, you're right. It most definitely is meant for us, whether it's a trap or whether he's reaching out to us. I do wish that boy would wake up back there, tell us what's happening.
And back.
Ah!
Where are you going to bury the head here? Are you going to take the head back with you and bury it in normal space-time?
Well, it depends.
Is your mic muted?
It depends on whether the head is talking to me. I'm carrying it with me.
Okay.
Pooja just rolled a dice to help her decide whether the head and her were having conversations.
And we don't know the answer to that question.
No, we don't. Because we don't know what she was rolling for.
Okay.
Oh, I love being insane.
We should take her back to the village.
Yes, of course we should.
Perhaps we can bring Einstein with us back to the village. Our friendly village, the one that we spend most time in.
That makes sense. They might be able to get in touch with Ahega, and Ahega could protect him more than these idiots could.
This town seems like there's some kind of something wrong here. We should go as quick as can.
Yes, we should. Maybe you could get some new clothes.
Yes. Oh, that's a good question. It's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
In the back of the car, does it smell like cooking meat?
Yeah, it probably does.
Okay.
You must have passed like
That is really disturbing.
Yeah.
You must have passed like a restaurant that's open later or something.
Something.
It's like steak. Or, no, it's probably pork.
Oh my.
All right.
Okay, so your ride is gone.
Oh. Be free.
He's not free. He's servant of this evil castle.
It was good to us. It let me ride on it.
Yes.
It took us to
brought-
Ahega.
It brought us to the evil castle.
It brought us to Truly. I said a Haga, I meant Truly, retconning it.
Oh, that's fine. I do not trust this place. Nothing good is here.
It does seem that as long as we have found Truly, and we should go back to the original village.
Okay. Let us go as quick as we can.
Okay, you start
We will
walking.
attempt to bring Professor Einstein with us.
Oh, okay. Do you think this other village is safer than this one?
Without a doubt.
It's a much nicer place.
Oh, very well.
They're very much more hospitable.
Ah.
So now I'm going to spend my time. Oh, yeah, Einstein's still a young guy at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never mind. I don't have to help him. I'm still hauling Isadore along. And making sure you don't wander off into the desert.
Should we attempt to make
Nope. Nope.
You can try? Okay.
No!
I at least have a better chance than you do.
Yeah, but no! We're going to go back to the faces.
No, we're not. That was a regular failure by 11 points. It's 25 over my 14.
Okay. So you guys...
I'm not using the blood red dice anymore.
Okay.
At least not exclusively. Which are my new nickname for them is my hundo dice.
Hundo! So you guys, you walk for so long, you sort of realize that there doesn't appear to be a sun here. It's just sort of like, it's always like an early morning, late afternoon.
So it's like a lighting crew is following us around.
Kind of, yeah. It's like you can see there's light sort of on the horizon.
Oh, it's perpetual golden hour. Love it.
Yeah, and because you are easily walking for like a day and a half or 2 days. So we're going to fast forward to when you make it back to the village, the Renaissance. It actually has a name.
I don't think we've ever heard the name.
You haven't.
Nope.
No one's asked.
You're right.
So you make it back to the village, and you find the farmer's hovel.
Okay. You stay here. Ask farmer for shovel. Bury heads. I am going to try to wake myself up and open the portal so you can escape. You and Isadore. We can try to bring Professor Einstein with us and seal up the machine. Stop it from being used by Abigail and her minions anymore.
You do what you have to do.
Okay. I tell Isadore the plan too.
Okay. Do you tell Einstein?
Yes.
How much time do I have, do you think?
I have no idea.
Is there a way?
He takes out a pad of paper and starts writing.
Is there a way for you to block the entrance from to disable your machine from this side? Now that you have experienced this place.
Well, it is possible. Yes. I would have to find where this place and our normal space-time intersect, of which there are many intersections.
But the specific one that your machine seems to connect to is right there. And I point at the sky where the hole opened up these last 2 times.
Yes. But I have to find the right moment when this intersection occurs again.
That's what he's making happen.
Ah.
So whatever you do,
But
don't do this.
You are already gone.
I have not!
Oh, I'm going to wait until you're gone.
All right. I was just talking to you. I just talked to
I'm
Isadore.
sorry,
And I'm
I'm
like, I'm
sorry.
going to wake up. And you're like, hold on.
Nope.
So that's fine.
No
if that
holding
conversation,
on.
no, if that conversation happened after I left, then,
Okay.
But go ahead and do
We'll
your
make your-
wake up and all that.
we'll-
yeah, we'll
I'm
see.
sorry.
I'm probably not even
Power,
going to wake
I
up.
think. Pow.
Power?
Is it power?
Yes.
Oh, there's a chance for this. Okay, here we go.
This one's off the table.
All right. I Nick rules. All right, 30.
30? Okay.
I am awake. Oh, it hurts.
Your back hurts.
oh,
It was just itching before, but now it hurts.
Oh,
Okay.
you're awake. Are you all right?
no, my back is burned
Why do you smell like bacon?
because it's back of bacon.
I'm just gonna look at Tesla and give him the okay look.
We found a whole new place in the dream world. It's a bad place, but
There's a lot of those. The place is terrifying.
Yeah, but our friend there, Chuli, has been killed.
Oh,
But we need to activate the machine. They are all back in the village, and we can try and see if we can bring Einstein back.
speaking of which, we saw him.
You went back to the hotel?
No,
Oh.
nope. He was
Good
sitting
morning.
on a bench nearby, reading. We
Okay.
declined to stop because we figured it was a monster and a trap.
Oh, I do not know.
Well, if you
We
saw
found-
him on the other
We
side,
found him there, and he talked about how he feels like he had experienced more dimensions than we know.
that is great. I think is that great, Tesla? I don't know what that means.
He talked about 2 additional spatial dimensions. I do not know what this means.
I'm not a mathematician. I'm an inventor.
So,
I'm not a mathematician. I'm a shooter. So, of the three of us, I think you're the most informed on this subject. But perhaps we should get back and turn on that machine.
Do you know the paper?
Paper.
don't get into this paper. No, it's confusing. He talks about things on the paper, things off the paper. It's very confusing. But we should go and turn on the machine. Everyone is there. We
Okay.
must turn it on
All right, let's go do that then.
to attempt to rescue them. My only thinking is if Einstein is somehow unconsciously able to be in many places, like he's pushing himself through these dimensions, maybe that is why he is here. When we encountered him, he was also reading a book he has not written yet.
Oh my.
Seems like he is a little full of himself.
Well, if he wrote the book, then doesn't that imply that he has to write it here?
There are answers to that question, but they are way above my intelligence level.
Thank you for being honest about that. Well, let's go and put that pedal to the metal, Tesla, and let's head out at a roaring 35 miles an hour, or whatever cars do at this time period. And
My old car can go 70. Sweet.
let's go see if we can turn on that machine.
Okay. So you head back to the farmhouse, and it's as you left it.
Okay, we're careful while driving up, though.
Okay.
And I
Make
have
a
my,
spot hit and roll.
okay, and I have my guns drawn, ready for trouble.
Oh, snap.
Oh, 7, yeah.
Okay. You are very certain that you have not been followed, and nothing looks out of place.
Okay. All right, so we go and we put whatever the part was that we stole back, or Tesla does. I don't do it because he's
Right.
an inventor.
Right.
And then we turn on the machine.
Okay. And then you see this. It's like sort of like an oval frame, and then lightning starts entering the thing, sort of spider webbing across it.
Oh, cool.
And then it literally starts peeling open space-time. And I don't know where you are. Where are you guys?
Well, I was talking to Einstein about blocking off
Right.
the dream world from the machine.
He says, it could be possible. I could... You see, this reality and the normal space-time from which we come, they intersect at multiple points at different times. And I would need to find a moment where this intersection occurred, because when we use the machine, we don't always see this place. We see different places.
Oh,
Some bitch. Says Kimi the player. As her character absolutely knows nothing of this.
oh, that's very interesting. We should definitely find that. But I look down for a second, and I look back up, and I say, "Take my hand."
Now, this is a weird situation, because Isadore is here too. And I don't know what he would do.
Well, according to Isadore's Slack message.
Oh, you checked with him? Okay.
No. The one that letter that he sent us all?
Mm-hmm. That was a long time ago I read that. I don't remember.
Actually, we probably should have done this as part of the recap, but hell if I know where my phone is.
I find the phone.
The long and short of it is that Isadore's with me
Yes.
on this.
Okay.
At all things, apparently.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm kind of remember. We should read that. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, great.
This is something that Isadore wrote back to. Was it back to? I don't remember who he wrote it to. Or
It
just
says at the top.
I think he just wrote it. He didn't.
Because he set the scene at the beginning.
Yeah, it's him in the.
It's before we blew up the cottage.
Yeah,
Okay.
In our timeline, that's what
Okay.
happened, but I don't know who he sent it to. It's almost like it's a journal kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like he wrote it like a letter, but it doesn't indicate.
right.
But sure, I can read it.
Okay.
Isadore is in his room at the hotel. He holds up an envelope to a candle and lights the paper. He watches it burn and tosses the last bit into an empty ash can. The professor then sits and pulls stationery to write under a flickering candlelight. To whom it may concern, I write this for my own posterity. If it is of interest to anyone else at all, I do not know. But I am a student of history, and as such I believe that it may be of interest to someone in the future. What we may have left of it. I think that I have avoided committing the worst possible sin against God any man can make. At that moment I was weak. I lacked faith in myself. Through faith in God I have regained my sense of self. You see, I am now a soldier of God. I believe that He has chosen me for a higher purpose. For some reason He saw fit to put me here at this precise time and place to do His will, to combat the forces that conspire against God's creation. These revelations may cause you to think that I have gone mad. Regardless, I honestly and truly believe that there are people out there who are under the thrall of something, some entity from beyond the void. Hastur, the King in Yellow, Lord of Aldebaran. I have seen first-hand evidence of this which is verifiable by my colleagues. They have experienced these monstrosities same as I. Does this Hastur have his chosen working to summon him to us? Do they intend to sacrifice the world to this monster? What their goals are, I am uncertain. I do know this, though. The consequences are dire to the entire world. I now stand, with the help of others, as a thin line of defense against this plot. I have missed the war. I missed the opportunity to defend or even die with my family. That is my curse to bear. I missed one war, and I will not cower from another. I know that this will likely kill me and end the line of Holzman. That I am willing to sacrifice. The fact that I will end in obscurity and most likely be considered a madman by history does not deter me. To this I am fully committed.
Bless you.
I muted myself for Canada. When I'm uncertain, I will look to God. I also know that Camilla Greenwald is the only one among us who has managed to maintain both her faculties and convictions. She has been completely dependable throughout this ordeal. I have learned to trust her judgment and will follow her instincts wherever I can. I hope our plan to disrupt this ritual will not end in undue bloodshed. I am prepared for the possibility, but I do not know if Camilla is. Hopefully I can prove worthy of this task. I have attached some symbols, names, and notes, and a list of rare books relating to this, and hope that in some way I may help another person who was tasked by God. Isadore Holzman, Ph.D.
Okay. So you want to try skipping somewhere?
I would like to try skipping to wherever the portal is going to open.
Where the portal won't open? Is that what you said?
Where it... Like, because he needs to get to the spot where the portal will open to block it. To, like, make the dream shield. Is my understanding of what you told me.
Make an int roll. Because this is mind-bending stuff.
I
That's
see
a
the dice you
1.
went for.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. No, that's not what he meant at all. What he's talking about is an intersection through a dimension that we cannot perceive that causes these two realities to come together. But that not necessarily correlates with where this opening happens.
So he needs to find the place in the 5th dimension where it opens. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yes. Here is our reality.
He's holding up a piece of paper again. Oh, God.
Here is the dreamland.
Okay, so the dreamland is the pen that's... Oh, God.
You need to find that spot.
He just stabbed a character.
So we have to find...
Because
The classic
Yeah.
folding space mechanic.
right. Well, you have to imagine that this is a three-dimensional piece of paper,
Yes.
right? And this is a four-dimensional
the
pen.
paper is three-dimensional. It's just always going to be three-dimensional.
But it's very thin.
It doesn't make it not
I know.
three-dimensional.
And it's an abstraction. So basically, you have to find the point, a point where space-time, where the machine is, lines up with wherever you guys are. So you have in your head, you rolled a 1. You understand what he's talking about. You can kind of make an intuitive leap and say to yourself, just sort of let go of your understanding of three-dimensional space and say, I'm going to go to this point, and go ahead and try to make that. This would be a dreaming roll.
Great. I did not make it. That was a 74 over my 14.
Oof. Okay.
I wasted my 1 on an int roll.
But you really get it now.
Apparently I
You
do.
knew what you needed to do. You just didn't do it.
I couldn't let go of my I couldn't let go of my concepts of what time and reality should be, unfortunately.
You can push. I'll let you do a reroll. Because in this game you can do a reroll, but there could be a bad consequence to it, and that consequence would be your mind further understanding dimensions your brain is not meant to understand, which means if you fail, there will be a sanity loss.
Okay, why not? Because I really need this to happen. I need this world to be protected from the portal because Abigail is using the portal. It's
Okay.
what Julie wants.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse. That was an 83.
83?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to roll one of my dice? Or you want to roll one of your dice?
I can roll one of my dice. How many?
Just you're gonna roll one. This is how much sand loss you get.
Yes, but...
Just roll. I'd say maybe like a D8.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't really mean how many as much as mind.
No, roll 5d8. That's how much sanity you lose. What?
1.
Oh, look at that. It was minor.
Oh,
Compared
She's got
to
a lot to spare.
right.
Not.
compared to everything else, this is nothing.
She's still above where my character started last time.
Yes.
I can't believe y'all's character started with such low.
How many did you start with? How many do you have right now?
46 out of 80.
Oh yeah, that's
And last time I started with 45.
still more than me.
On my best day.
Percentage-wise, though, I'm rocking it.
Right.
So it's really important.
Yeah.
Because I got you all to the sanitarium.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now everyone is following me.
Yes.
Because I'm so sane.
So back with Tesla. He's going through, looking through Einstein's notebooks. He hasn't turned the machine on yet. He stops you from turning the machine on. He says, I have to.
It was peeling back reality.
I know.
Okay.
I'm rewinding a little bit. He says, I have to figure out the right settings.
All right.
And the settings change. But Albert had figured out a formula which... And he sits down with a piece of paper and he opens the book. He's like... And you can see he's trying to do a math problem he's probably not going to be able to solve. But he's trying.
Would I be able to recognize that look? I don't think... People trying things that they're not good at, I guess I could recognize that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
All right. I will go back and get Monster Einstein from Park Bench. You wait here.
I mean, do you need something? I mean, you might be able to go find an abacus or something.
This is very complex mathematics.
Yeah.
I can estimate.
Okay. I mean,
Nope.
is that going to result in our deaths or this exploding?
Oh, no, it won't explode.
Oh, okay. We just won't end up in the right place, or...
You want to make his luck roll?
Sure.
You need a 52.
Oh,
or less.
yeah.
Oh, 14.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good dice. I'm going to go look around and see if there's, like, a rope.
Yeah, it's a barn. There's
Okay.
all kinds of stuff there.
That's a
'Cause
good idea.
I feel
It
at this
is
point
down.
you would have probably said that, oh, it was up in the sky, and, like, we would have talked about it.
So you start hearing this from behind you, and Einstein's like, ah!
Yes, see, like I said, it would be here.
And then I'm going to, like, throw the rope through. with
Okay.
Something, like, not, like, heavy, but, like, a little rock or something tied at the end so it, like, goes through and, like, down
Okay.
so that I can actually get some, like,
Sorry.
weight
I
on
really
it.
want to know if you end up, like, accidentally beating one of us in the head.
Accidentally what?
Hitting one of them in the head. I feel like it's probably not that long
Make a
ago.
luck roll.
Can I roll, like, throwing or something?
Sure.
Is that
You have
higher than
throwing?
your luck?
Yeah, my luck is really low.
Oh. I see.
My luck is 36.
Well, you have throwing at a default of 20. No.
20.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
20.
just have it. Yeah, I just have the defaults. Dang it.
You have to critically fail to hit someone in the head.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll roll luck then. I was thinking that, like, I had higher throwing, but no. 52. I didn't critically fail.
No,
Okay.
that's not it. So you probably you got a brick. It probably lands on someone's foot.
Okay, that's fine. Slide-
But it didn't hit him
Or
in the
is it
head and
door?
kill him.
no.
Right,
foot?
it is door. On his good foot.
Oh.
Is it? Can we see through now?
Yes, you can see through, and then a brick comes through attached to a rope.
I mean, I'm on the throwing side.
Oh yeah, you're on the other side. Yes, you can see through.
Okay. We
Can
have
you
the door open.
just a sec- can you describe your expression to him at this moment?
I don't know what you mean.
Your character's expression?
Oh. I'm very intent.
Okay.
And I'm very much like, now is the time. And I'm
Yes.
going to tie Julie's head to this rope in place of the brick, and I'm going to tug on it twice.
Well, I can see you. Get on the rope.
Damn it.
I'm not going to pull up the dead woman's head without you people. Get on the rope.
Take Julie.
Get everybody on the... Isadore, get on the rope. Tie rope around. We pull. Attach to car. The more excited I get, the less English I have.
Right.
That seems dangerous. Isadore, you should go up with Julie. Make sure she gets off safely.
We need Einstein too. He can help us.
You have no idea what will happen if he attempts to cross from here. However, if Julie makes it, then you will at least know what might happen to Einstein.
Well, but she's already ahead.
That's just
She's
her head.
dead.
I'm saying Julie is willing to take the risk. Let her take the risk.
Okay, but you and Isadore should come
I'm
first.
not leaving without him. It's fine. I'll stay here with Einstein,
But
and
if
we will
something
both
bad
make
happens
sure
from
that...
the head coming through the portal, then you're going to get stuck there again.
Or, if something bad happens from the head coming through the portal, we all die as we go through as a group.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't put the head on yet. Get on the rope and
But then
come.
the same bad thing would happen with
No,
Einstein.
we know that
No,
you
but not you.
and
You and
Isadore can
Isadore-
come back through. We know you can. So you can come back through,
Well,
and if we have to...
Take Julie and Isadore first, and that way you don't have to attach it to the car. Just bring him up, and we'll come up in the next batch.
But Julie's body might be the thing that messes it all up.
In which case, Einstein would mess it all up.
So that's why we're
I'm
saying you and
and
Isadore come
and
first.
no head, no Einstein.
No.
All right, let's try with just Isadore first.
All right.
All right.
And I take Julie back.
Okay.
Technically, we don't know if that'll work for them either. That was an out of character.
Yeah,
comment.
that's a better chance than...
It logically follows that it would work okay.
Yeah. All right, so then we're pulling up Isadore.
Okay. You pull him up, and he comes through, and it's like he's climbing through a window.
Oh, he's
Okay.
fine. He came through just fine.
All right, one down. Okay. Here's rope again.
Okay. I'm going to give it Julie's head. I'm
All
going
right,
to say that
fine.
I will not go without her.
Should I go and
Pull it.
make
No,
it
it's
get
fine.
Okay.
Pull up Julie's head.
Okay.
Pull Julie's head through.
Disgusting.
Okay. It goes through.
Do anything.
You got a head.
We have a head. Okay.
It's fine
Smells
too.
like bacon.
It
That's just me. That's just me. I'm sorry.
put it back through.
Okay.
Okay.
Both of you get on.
Oh, I think I should go last.
Come at the same time.
There's enough of us up here. We can pull up two people.
He's like, I think I should go last.
Okay. Fine.
We trust you, Einstein. Come on, get on the rope, Camilla.
Why do you think
Were
I should
you
go
on a
last?
park bench reading newspaper?
What? A park bench?
What?
Are you in multiple...
It's fine. Just get on the rope.
Are you not Einstein?
What? No, of course I'm Einstein. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to spot hidden to see if he's lying to me.
Okay. All right. The answer. This would probably psychology would probably be more applicable at this point.
God! The first time it ever comes up in the game after my psychologist goes
Gone.
leaves.
I have a 10% chance of making this.
You have a 10% chance.
Because you have psychology at 10% base.
Right.
Could it be spot hidden? It was a 91, so no. I don't know.
Okay.
Why do you feel like you should go last?
But
Time is of the essence. Please get on the rope.
the problem is we are essentially in normal time space creating matter and energy out of nothing. This is a great strain on the machine. It has a sufficient amount of energy, but perhaps not quite enough.
Is he talking loud enough for us to hear him?
You can probably hear him.
That probably means you should hurry.
Well, then we should definitely go at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm just going to take the rope and start tying it to his waist, and I'm going to, like, hold on to both of them, like bear hug.
He's going to resist you.
Okay.
He's going to resist you from doing that.
Just come up here, and then we get him with the rope.
We could already have been done by now.
Like 4 times.
So what is that, like a brawl or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
It is. Oh, I now have that at 29 somehow. Oh, because I hit something with a table.
That's right.
You're now fighting Einstein.
I'm going to go down there.
So that's fighting brawl, right?
Don't make
Yeah.
me stop this car.
No one.
So it's going to be the degree of success
Okay.
as to who wins this.
I got an 8.
I rolled a 5.
I fucking hate you right now. I mean, I love you, but like, man, these really good rolls just get wasted.
I don't roll those very often either. So he basically kind of he wraps the rope around you, and he
And we pull.
Oh, yeah, you're totally like, no!
We pull him through.
And in the last ditch ever, I am going to try to dreaming my way to swapping places with him.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, dice.
Nope. 35 over at 14. I mean, I don't have a very good chance of like doing any of this, but I
pulled through
figure
one of those smiling faces because you rolled a 100. We were going to have a serious talk.
it's not those.
Like the rope that comes over the lip and it's just... like, damn it!
So what happens when we're pulling?
You pull her you pull her through, and same thing, but like when her leg, like the last, her foot kind of starts to come through, all the machinery starts whining, going, and everything is like extremely loud, and Tesla's like, I think we should get out of here, and there's some resistance to like get her completely out, and once you do, all hell breaks loose.
Got it.
Whirring things, bearings fail. Outside, you hear explosions, and then the whole place just goes dark.
Okay.
I'm gonna do just spot hidden to make sure that this is because of the machine failing and not that like we're under some sort of attack.
Okay.
13. So I made it.
Yes, I mean, this is massive power surge. I mean, like light bulbs explode.
I probably know that. So.
Okay. Mr. Tesla.
He's outside.
I'll go outside.
Okay.
You have plans on how to build machine. Yes? You know how to recreate or fix?
Yes.
Okay.
I built the machine. Einstein helped me design it, but I built it.
Okay. Let us gather up all the critical things and go.
Okay.
We can use the lights on the car.
Okay.
Assuming this wasn't like an EMP thing.
No.
Destroyed the early
well-
car battery.
No. Although the batteries on the trailer, those big, huge industrial batteries, one of them exploded. And there's like battery acid like all over the place. And
That's fine. I don't need to loiter or roll around in the mud.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
And
I'm gonna help Isadore and them and like get them in the car.
okay.
Okay.
He goes in and he grabs a bunch of files and boxes and he says, "There's quite a lot of it."
Is there a truck outside?
Yes.
Didn't they have a... Okay.
Yeah.
I'll back the truck up to,
Okay.
to the barn.
All right.
I don't know why I stuttered on barn. That's weird.
He starts loading up boxes of files and things like that.
He points it out. I'll put it on there.
Okay.
sometime in the light of day, I must see a medical doctor about my back.
Oh, I could do first aid.
I didn't actually take, like, hit point damage or anything, but...
Well, we just haven't talked about it. You probably did.
Okay.
I mean, I can do first aid.
Probably like a D3.
Okay. Do you want to do yeah?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Nope.
Did you roll 100?
No.
No.
Like,
But that's the second 91 I've rolled in this set of, like, going through.
okay. But I'm alright for now.
I have not succeeded in a roll in a long time.
This game.
No, you nailed that int roll
Yeah.
to grasp
Except for that
multidimensional
int roll.
space.
That is true.
And you totally made the roll to fight Einstein. He just made it better. An 8 is a
Squirmy
really
fucker.
good roll. Yeah. Wait till he's older, and you got him. It'll be fine.
He's been working.
Oh, that's a good question. The chat room is asking, what did Doris do with the head? And do you have any reaction
I
to
purposely left it on the floor.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't think I've picked it up. And I've seen dead, like, human bodies before, so, and I already knew she was dead. So I probably was upset, but I don't think it's something that would have caused...
No. I'm just, the fact that it's with them.
Yeah, I mean... I think I've already picked up on the fact that there's something up with Camilla.
Okay.
So...
So I'm gonna take the head.
Okay.
And do I still have her necklace?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. You get everything loaded up, and he said, our preliminary site in Hamlinden could be the best place to start.
That sounds good. Did Einstein's assistant know of that location, though?
Yes.
Well, if it's possible, we should probably find some place that she was not aware of.
But there's some critical equipment that would take some time to recreate.
Is it possible to perhaps pick those things up from Hamlinden and then move them to another location?
Yes, we'll need to contract to have the batteries moved. And
We have an in with the local aristocracy. We could ask for help there.
Very well. Very well. I think that would that's probably the best place to start then.
All right.
He's even getting more German. I will look up a Serbian accent on
Practice
YouTube
it.
and practice
yeah.
it.
Assuming Tesla survives this encounter with us.
Right.
Oh, now I want a whole novel about, like, Tesla and Einstein's afterlife adventures. Like they're just buddy copping around through the afterlife.
It's like the Odd Couple.
Yeah.
Skipping
Yes.
dimensions.
That's spaghetti. It's linguine.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Meh.
Man. Oh,
The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
oh. Okay. So, what are you just going to drive straight there, or?
I mean, it's the middle of the night
Is
now.
are you muted?
Oh, I muted myself by accident because I thought it was... Anyway. Yeah, we should probably get rest.
Okay.
What is Camilla doing right now?
I'm gonna wrap up Julie.
Okay. I was hoping you'd forget that part. So yeah, I guess she's going to wrap up Chuli's head.
So, now that we've brought the head with us, we're going to have a discussion about what's going on with the heads.
I mean, we need to put Julie somewhere safe.
Okay. Like, in the ground?
But, like, nowhere we are is safe at the moment.
Well, we'll leave it in the ground and be gone, and then the place will be safe.
Yes. Once we leave, we will become a
If
safe
we just
place.
stop on the side of the road, somewhere between here and Hamlinden,
That's disrespectful.
not at all.
Absolutely.
The
it is.
beautiful countryside of England.
We can't
She's
carry a head
she's-
around with us.
from the Americas.
We're not taking the head back to the America with you. I've never been to America. I've never sang the back part. That was previous me. My mistake.
So,
Damn it, psychology.
yeah, we can't travel with the head, Camilla. Think about it logically. If we get caught with a dead woman's head, they're going to think we're the ones who killed her, and there's no way for us to prove any different. There has to be some way, perhaps cremation of some type. Then she won't be stuck here. She'll be released into the air, which is universal.
Yes, but we can't do that tonight. So let's all get some sleep and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Well, I don't think we should take the head with us to the hotel or
No one will see it.
anywhere.
No one will see it.
No, there's no way of us to know
We have
that.
a tendency of having to leave all our things behind in
Yes,
hotels.
and
I would never leave Julie behind.
I understand.
so why don't we?
We cannot cremate her in the middle of the night on the side of the road.
We do know a doctor with a clinic.
I mean,
That's the wrong way.
yeah, if we show up with a head, I'm not sure that we'd have a friend doctor with a clinic anymore. I think, I mean, we could make time here to do that tonight. That might be the best course of action and the most respectful thing. I feel like carrying her around in a bag is not very respectful.
At least this way she's with me.
Yes, but she's also in a bag.
You want to put her in the ditch.
I would dig a grave. I'm not saying just chuck it out the window. I said we stop and find somewhere nice.
Cremation. It wouldn't take that long. I've seen it done. It's not a full body.
We could. I don't know the geography of this place. Could
Where are
take
we
it
right
to-
now?
We're at the farm.
Could we take it to
You,
the
I'm
seaside?
assuming you're all still loading,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
probably, or actually you probably are all. Well, no, you'll be taking two different vehicles now,
Yes.
so you're probably figuring out. Probably everything's loaded, and you're figuring out where you're going to be going. So you're all standing outside.
Oh.
Okay. So, should we take to ocean? Leave her in the
That
ocean?
seems very cold.
Okay. Well, everything is not going to be good enough for your new best friend.
She protected us. She saved us. She saved your life.
She did.
Yes, and now she is dead. And I'm sorry about that, but I did not bring all of my dead squad mates from the war with me as souvenirs.
At this point, she's putting us all in danger.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll put Julie in the barn.
Okay,
No, I'm gonna set the barn on fire.
of course you are.
Okay.
You're a player character in one of my games. Of course you're
Also,
just-
it's not the first barn I've set on fire in
That's
this
true.
game.
Even in this game.
right.
Because as we've established, Camilla can hit the broadside barn.
We've got a bottle of ether in the truck.
Great accelerant, by the way. Fantastic accelerant.
No, I mean, you throw it from here, and you don't go near it to breathe. That was my mistake, Leslie.
Oh, you have a bottle of ether. That'll be lovely. I've made Molotov cocktails before.
No, that's not the way to do it.
No.
Telling you, you
Yeah.
gotta throw it and then throw the fire afterwards.
I'm just gonna not let the ether thing happen.
Okay. Well, you
You
kind
have
of.
to have something to start a barn on fire.
And
it is a barn with hay and a bunch of electrical equipment and batteries in it. I think
It didn't light on fire when all the electrical equipment blew up a minute ago.
Well, because it didn't blow. It didn't blow up. It like shut down, and the battery that was outside blew.
Yeah, but if light bulbs are exploding and well, there
It
was
hasn't-
plenty of sparks.
I feel like we can. That's fine.
Well, I
Whatever.
mean, they swept the hay, because they had to build their machine.
Yeah, Tesla's
Sure.
smart enough not to leave like accelerants sitting around his electrical machine. Hopefully, I mean he's all we got right now, so I'm hoping he's smarter than that.
Fine, okay. However we want to do this, I will pull the truck away
Okay.
And the car.
and the car away. Make with the fire.
Okay.
Let me make a fire.
So you light it up and then probably leave because arson's probably a crime there.
I wonder if, like,
Those
while
wacky British laws.
while they're busy with that, like, he's moving the truck, and I'm gonna go in the back of the car and just open up that bottle of ether.
Okay. And just inhale it or dump it in the...
No, like, be like,
Okay.
quick snort of the ether.
All right. It puts you out right away.
We hear the thud.
Thud.
There's not much left now.
That's probably the last of it now. There's probably like a little bit inside, and it evaporates very fast.
Yeah.
So even if it didn't pour out, it's just like, whatever.
I'm going to take a deep breath like I did before. Drag her out of the ether bottle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly.
The tone of this game.
Yes. And, like, haul her into the back of the car with Isadore.
Okay.
Watch her.
This could only go well for you, I figured.
Yeah. I'm not totally against this plan, actually. Yeah, and then we finish making sure the barn is burning.
Okay.
I was expecting you to make the run inside the barn.
Yeah, I was waiting.
That's what I was concerned.
I was thought you were
ready
gonna-
to be like,
And,
gotta
like,
go for the tackle.
I was waiting for you to like smuggle Julie's head into the trunk and be
Yeah.
like,
What do you got? Nothing?
why does the trunk smell like bacon?
I told you it's me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna
I need
discard
to
myself.
see a
It's
medical
not
doctor.
serious enough. All right, so
I apologize for completely derailing the tone of this game.
no, it's fine.
No.
You're doing great.
No, I figured Camilla was not really, like, she's not with it enough to realize that, like, other people are not going to see this as completely rational and normal thing for her to do. So, like, she wasn't trying to be sneaky with the head.
Yeah,
And y'all were with her on bringing the head up, so, like,
yeah,
totally
she
supports
got
that
it.
theory.
Yeah. And I'm assuming, like you, she just wanted to get back to the dream world. So now I'm like, oh, well, at least her body's over here now, right now. All right, so yeah, well, I guess we'll make sure the barn is burning.
It is.
Okay.
Then we drive.
Okay.
Did I make it back to the dream world?
Just do the thing with the ether a few minutes sooner. We wouldn't have had
You're
to burn.
asleep. You're not sure. It's dark.
Oh no.
Do I hear dripping water?
Yes.
Yeah. So the last time we heard dripping water, we went to the water. There was a lake. We went into the lake. We ended up in Carcosa. Okay.
Same thing? Okay. You start heading towards the dripping water. The water starts getting deeper. And pretty soon you're underwater. And then you sort of come up and you can see that there's a city in the distance. And it's...
So outside of the city, was there anything else? Or...
There's a lake and a wasteland
Okay.
in this city.
Okay. And when I make it into Carcosa, can I make it back to that same set of stairs that we went to?
Make a... No. Make an int roll.
Okay. I made it
Okay.
by 1.
It takes you a while, but eventually you find that same structure that had the 2 stairways.
I'm gonna head up.
Okay. It leads up to the top, and you can kind of get it's a very large city. You're up high in one of the spires now, and you can see that the city is several square miles.
And there's no movement or anything, or like...
No, I mean you can hear wind. You can hear a little bit of wind. You can hear the water lapping from the lake on the shore, and you can see that there's some cloud, like almost like fog clouds, kind of moving in from the lake, and kind of winding its way through the streets.
Okay. I'm gonna put on Julie's necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's still in my pocket now, as it was in the real world, as it was in the dream world.
Okay. It is.
And I'm going to take a few to plan.
You're going to take what?
I'm going to take a few and plan.
Okay,
so.
right. Just out of curiosity, who is in which car?
Are we driving the truck?
Yeah, I think he's driving the truck.
Okay.
And then I was assuming Tesla was driving the regular car again.
You don't. It's because you don't want to have to make driving rolls, huh?
Well, I also want
Isadore's a
to.
good driver.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Isadore's, yeah.
Oh,
Isadore's
that's
good.
right. Okay. He's
I
an
also want
excellent
to be free to shoot at things.
driver. Okay.
That's really more my.
So we'll assume that Isadore is driving.
Okay, Isadore's driving.
And Dave, your mic's muted.
Sorry.
Okay. So we want to kind of fast forward
Yeah.
the few hours it takes to get to. Anything else you guys? Oh no, you guys are going to go steps to go to sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Right.
rest somewhere. So, because
There's got to be a roadside rest somewhere between the two places.
Oh sure, absolutely.
yeah, and I think we'd go far enough that we were like, we wouldn't be necessarily connected with the random barn fire that happened.
Right.
Right. Okay.
And also maybe like we don't try and take the super direct route to Hamilton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so if any of these agents of chaos are on our tail, they might not find our motel.
Okay.
That's not a term yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. You come to like just like a little hamlet somewhere, and they've got there's like a little hotel. By the time you get there, it's probably close to dawn, so they're actually starting. You're not going to wake someone up in the middle of the night. Hey, we need a room. So it's like you can hear, like when you walk into the place, that there's movement in the kitchen.
That makes me nervous.
Should I go talk to them? I guess I can. I'm not used to these. Usually you all are more talkative people than me. I go.
I feel like you might be the most nondescript of us.
All right.
Conveniently leaves out the fact that she is worried they might already be wanted in multiple places.
Okay.
So I'll go and I'll knock on the kitchen door.
And then an elderly woman says, "Oh,
Good morning. I'm very sorry to bother you. My traveling companions and I, we have just recently arrived here in England, and we traveled all night from when our boat docked. And we've come to the point where now we are very tired. And I saw that this was a hotel, and we heard that there was motion in the kitchen. We didn't want to bother anyone.
oh, of course,
Could we perhaps have some rooms for the day to
yes, of course."
rest?
She leads you out, and she goes behind the desk and hands you some keys, and
Very good.
you pay an appropriate amount of money. Do you have money?
I don't. I mean, statistically, yes.
Right.
But I think it makes sense that I don't really have a lot.
Right. Okay. So someone pays, and they have like they only have like 3 rooms open.
Okay. Well, that's better than nothing.
Okay.
We don't really want anybody to be sleeping alone.
Yeah, I think we only would need 2 rooms.
Well, we've got Tesla with us too.
Right, but none of us should be by ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, with Tesla, there's an odd number of people.
Yeah, there's 5 people.
So I guess,
Just 2 rooms.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yes. So thank you. Don't let me delay your cooking. We don't require breakfast today, but we require sleep first.
Okay. She's still out in the back.
Yeah. I'm hoping the old lady goes back to cooking. We can take her inside without looking suspicious.
She does go back to cooking.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little suspiciously awkward. Like, oh yeah, we've just some strangers from the road are checking in, and now we're carrying an unconscious woman upstairs.
Yeah.
Nothing bad's going on here, I swear.
Totally on the up and up. I think that while I'm sleeping, like one of us should take watch out in the hallway and make sure that Camilla doesn't go nowhere. Because I think if she wakes up, she's...
Well, indeed.
Yes.
Well, we could split up differently.
Yeah.
We can perhaps Isadore and Tesla and Camilla can take one room. We take other room. You sleep. I stay up. We swap. They do the swap between Tesla and Isadore. Keep eye on her. Yes?
Yeah, that seems fine with me.
Okay.
I mean, it might cause a bit of a scandal if they find us cohabitating in rooms.
They don't know we aren't married. It's fine.
Yeah, that's a good point. You done this before?
Yes, all those travels I had with unmarried women in Russia before I was drafted into a horrible war.
Okay.
You probably get the distinct feeling that Doris has done this before. All right, very good. So we'll do that. And
It's all right.
Do you have your plan?
we have a plan. Oh,
They have a
her-
plan. And I'm going to try to get to a Hega.
Okay. All right. You need to make a dreaming roll again.
Sure. Nope. That was an 82 from a 14.
I'll offer you the
I
same
love that
deal.
the only things I can do, like it's like Dex and Int are the only things I can do.
I'll offer you the same deal
Push.
if you want to push.
Sure. Nope. 77.
D8.
Okay. This time I lost 8.
Oof. Okay.
Which, someone math for me.
What's your current sanity?
46.
So it is not quite 10%.
The halfway.
Hmm?
It's also, you're still above you halfway from your starting place.
Nope. No, I'm not.
I thought you started with
80.
Oh, I thought you started with 7.
Okay.
I should stop doing things.
So you've lost a total of 9 points today.
Yes.
What is your current san?
38.
No, before
46. 47 at the top of the day.
47. Okay.
Sorry.
Ah, okay. Sometime 10:15 in the morning. She's in the same room with you and
No, with Isadore and
Isadore and Tesla.
I tried to lump NPCs together.
Yeah, I kind of wish you hadn't. Because now we have 2 NPCs or a non-present player character, which is also NPC.
Yeah.
All right. You hear screaming from the next room.
Okay.
It is a woman's voice, and it is blood curdling.
At what time? I'm sorry?
It's like 10:30 in the morning.
Okay. So is that into my sleep shift, or is
You guys probably got here at like 5, maybe.
it been like 5 hours?
Sure.
So you're awake?
Yeah, I can be awake. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go and open the door
Okay.
with my gun drawn.
All right.
I'm just going to roll and see if I wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Tesla's kind of he's in one of the two beds, like bolt upright. He's like, what's going on? And Isadore looks like he's like trying to. She's sitting up in bed. Her eyes are closed, but she is screaming. And it's like scream, inhale, continue screaming, inhale, continue screaming.
Okay. I'm gonna sheath put my gun away, holster my gun, go over and just like slap her across the face and like shake her to try and wake her up.
Okay. I just make like a luck roll. Take a bonus because it's been a while. The ether's probably worn off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is one hit of ether like? How long does that last?
I never
16.
actually. Oh, boom. Okay. So you're awake. And you're probably a little pissed off at her right now because you almost got your head wrapped around a fourth spatial dimension. You almost were capable of comprehending it.
How dare you? I almost had it. I almost knew what we needed to do. I almost had it. I could have protected us all.
You were screaming like you were dying.
How am I ever going to figure it out again?
I don't think we're supposed to, Camilla. I don't think we're made to do that. Because whatever you were doing, it was obviously causing you great pain. Maybe you didn't know, but it sounded like you were dying.
I almost had it.
Well, if you find it by dying, that doesn't help us at all. Or yourself. Why don't you lay back and just relax?
I'm just gonna curl up against the headboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of
Like rock a little.
cover her the best I can with like the blanket.
Smack your hand away. Don't touch me.
All right. I'm gonna kind of like whoever else is in there, just kind of give them eyes, like just leave it. Don't touch her.
So
I will have gone downstairs to get like tea
okay.
and to try and assuage the fears of the poor woman downstairs.
Well, most of the guests are gone. It's just her in the kitchen. It's like, is everything all right?
Oh, indeed. One of my companions, she has very vivid dreams.
Oh my dear.
So I was hoping I could get a small pot of tea to take up,
Oh, of course.
soothe her nerves. And I would take one of those sandwiches.
Of course.
Oh, you're so kind.
She goes back into the kitchen and comes out a few minutes later with a little tea service. It says, "Did your friend find you?"
Friend?
Yes. He checked in. 2 or 3 hours ago.
What did he look like?
No, young man. Sort of unruly hair.
Oh, German man, eh?
Yes.
Well, he did not find us, but we were sleeping. What room is he in?
He's in room 9.
I will go find him. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Although I think he went out.
Oh, all right. Well, I will keep an eye out for him. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hustle back up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like the whole tea set's clanking because I'm not slowing down to go. Do I pass room 9 to get to our rooms?
No.
Okay. I get to our rooms.
I'm probably out in the hallway again.
Okay. I brought tea.
Oh, very good. That's a good idea.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's mighty pissed, but she's all right, I think.
All right. Okay.
Something about her figuring out the fourth dimension or something?
Oh, the paper again.
I'm sorry?
The paper with the... Remember, Tesla did the paper.
No, he didn't do it.
Somebody did the
He
paper.
didn't. Einstein did it for us.
Tesla
Yeah.
started talking about the paper, and I
Yeah.
said, no, it's very complicated. It's using a paper to talk about other things other than the paper.
Got it.
We are but tiny dots on the paper, and there are dots above the paper looking down and seeing us.
That's very creepy.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
But, yeah, go ahead and take in the tea.
Okay. Here, do you want half a sandwich?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'll leave my half of the sandwich outside, too.
Okay.
I don't know what else knows.
I was waiting to see if you were gonna mention this.
Oh, no.
You know, the tone changes when Jim isn't here. I think Jim is kind of an anchor for the solemnness.
I think we've also had a little bit of, like weirdness going, but Jim is definitely,
Yes.
a solid...
Yeah, but it's also like when you're faced with irrationality.
Right.
I feel like we are laughing, our characters are definitely not,
Right.
laughing.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, lady downstairs. She told me that someone matching description of Einstein checked in after us.
Einstein.
Yes. Maybe he found a way through? Maybe his newspaper reading... I wouldn't actually know the word for doppelganger, but doppelganger that you saw.
So he's here now?
She checked into room 9, but she said she thinks he left for the day.
Interesting. Did he leave, or just for the day?
Like, he's still a guest here, but he went out of the hotel.
All right, well, I'm going to go check out his room. You keep an eye on Camilla.
Okay.
Can I hear this?
Oh yeah. Probably, unless you are
We're in the
We're in the
hall.
hallway outside.
Yeah, but your door, it's right there.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to have a whole,
Well-
I think there's an evil clone of our...
Well, make a. Is it listen?
There's a listen.
Yeah,
spell.
yeah.
Yeah, make a listen roll. If you make a listen roll, then you can overhear enough of it.
The librarian.
Nope.
Okay.
Hang
was-
on,
You are not going to make any more rolls. You got that 1-1.
I got, and it didn't really matter. And then that 1-8, and that really didn't matter.
Well, that's just really fun.
I know. This is amazing.
Don't mention anything to her in case it isn't him.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, we don't want her getting overexcited again.
Uh,
Hysterical.
okay.
At least I didn't shoot somebody in the back of the head.
There's the front. All right, sorry. Go. What was it? Oh,
It
Oh,
was
I
both.
Well,
that's also true. I thought he came up to me and I was going to say
Okay.
it, so.
Be careful.
Yes.
I will take in this tea, but I will be listening for screams.
Yes. If you do, get them out.
Okay. But same time, I will get my gun from room.
No, if it's something scary enough to make me scream.
Well, I'm saying scream not like, ah, terrible, but scream like to call for help.
Ah, yes, thank you. I'm going to go down the hall
okay. To room 9.
to room 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to open the door.
And it's locked.
And then I'm going to... Did the old lady look older?
Hmm?
Did the old lady downstairs look older?
Yes, she was older.
Okay. So if I slam through the door, she might not hear it.
She heard the screaming.
The screaming's a little, like... There's not, like, lock picking? Oh, there's
There's
locksmith.
Locksmith.
Not doing that.
And I think a default of 1% is about right, because it's not easy.
It's not easy to do that now.
With no training, sure, no way.
Yeah, I feel like I would just like try and push it in.
Can you
Kind of
sneak-
shoulder it.
I mean, out of character, if you don't
Yeah,
want the
that's fine.
suggestion, but
That's fine.
can you sneak down and like steal the extra key?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, somebody could.
Technically, I could if I wasn't
I
failing
could
literally all of
totally
my
do that.
rolls.
Yeah.
My stealth is stupid high.
Oh yeah. Mm,
I'm a creeper.
I don't know if she. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think she knows that about you. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that kind. It's just what I meant. Tiny feet.
Yeah, there's not like an athletics fighting brawl. I guess.
Well, if you just want to smash down the door, you can totally do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it like not super loud though. I'm trying to do the thing where you kind of like lift the door handle and you like kind of shove it so it just sounds like a
The
kind of
hip
like-
check.
Yeah, so it kind of sounds like more like a thud than like
Right, and you're kind of like pushing against the door jamb to maybe hopefully try to widen it just enough.
Yeah,
You
and-
can try something like that.
All right, I'm kind of doing that. I don't know what I'd roll for that.
No, just make it a regular roll, strength roll.
Oh, strength roll? I like that. Excellent. No! God damn it.
Oh,
How much did you miss it by?
Less than 10, or
What'd you roll?
92, and my strength is 85.
Oh.
So, like, so close. All right, so I'm going to...
We have mad stork
you can
energy today.
push.
You can push. But then she's definitely here.
Yeah.
If you fail, she definitely
Yeah,
hears.
no, I think I'd try, and then I'd go back and be like... pulling my head to, like, come in the hallway.
I've just gotten there with the tea. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, look, I brought
Serve the tea.
for you. Welcome
made
back.
Thank you.
She made the little sandwiches and she cut the crusts off.
Oh.
Thank you. Camilla has like since washed her face. So.
I know the waking up is hard.
For some of us.
Well, that ether headache is rough.
How's your back?
It still hurts.
Would you like me to look at it for you again? Maybe now that I've had some rest, I would be better at
That might
Oh,
be a good idea.
sure. I can do that.
Oh, yes, 19 under 55. I actually made that one.
No, good.
I don't know what. the
Thank you,
result of that-
weirdly.
I
Like
believe I
hellish
have that in
dice.
here.
It's literally the first success on my on my character sheet since the last time we did experience. Like we did skill checks.
Our hostess wanted to speak with you, if you have a moment.
Oh, okay.
Are the sandwiches good?
They're all gone now. Like between Isadore, Tesla, and myself.
Melody. 2. I'll take it.
Sorry.
We were just making small talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
will
you
go.
had half of another sandwich outside.
I was trying to distract you with the food, so you didn't
Ow.
like say, "Oh, go talk to the hostess." Yeah, I already had a sandwich, but I was just like, "Look at the food.
It's gone.
It's good food."
Okay. All right. Get some more rest. We will move on again later this afternoon after a little more time to gather ourselves.
Good plan. I'll follow
Okay.
you out into the hallway, Dmitri.
Mhm.
So I tried to get into the room and I was not able to do so quietly.
Oh.
So I didn't bang the door down. Do
You want me to go talk to the lady again, distract her?
I mean, we could do that, or do you have any way of getting into the room?
I could try. I could try to force door.
I mean, we want to make sure it's quiet.
Oh.
If it
I
is
could-
just some poor person, we want to be able to get in there and get out with them without them knowing the room was broken into.
It's just open the door. Some poor traveling salesman.
Yeah.
Just like I said this armed Western lady and a Russian busting into the room. All right. I could try. Maybe. Maybe the old lady has a keychain or something. Right?
Oh, yes, most likely.
Let us in the room. What does the outside of this hotel look like?
It's stone, 2 stories.
Okay.
It's like a bed and breakfast type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are any of our rooms adjacent to room 9?
Make a luck roll.
Oh,
17? Under 15? Okay. Maybe I could go out the window?
Oh, all right.
Okay.
At the very least, I can peer in and see if there's... So I'll go try and do that.
Make a climb roll.
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Oh, no.
How much did you not make it by?
8.
Oh, okay. You start climbing out there, and you're like, wow, the stone buildings here are really slippery because there's freaking moss growing over everything. I don't know if I should do this.
Okay, that's a bad idea.
All right,
Can
well,
I peer in the window, though? Like, without climbing all the way out there? Or?
You can see a little.
Okay.
You can make a spot hidden roll.
No.
Okay.
There's
There's-
nothing important.
The bed's made. You can see that much.
all right. Well, maybe I'll try climbing.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay. Well, that dice didn't want to do it. Okay, I'm going to pick a different one.
Was it foreshadowing what its role was going to be?
No, it's not too bad. I just because that was the other dice, so you never know. Oh man! Oh, I don't make it either. Okay.
So
I
they're
just
in their
declined
room?
too, and it's still missing.
They're in the a room adjacent to the room you're in.
So we're like...
Room 9, they're in room 8, you're in room 7.
Yeah, neither one of us can do that.
Okay. I go back to getting keys from old lady.
Steal the
Or
keys.
9, 7, 5, more likely, because left and right side.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right.
I mean, we're in English. They do weird things over there.
That's true. They start counting their floors with 0.
Yeah, we're on the first floor.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to go try and steal the keys from the old lady.
Okay.
Because I don't think the idea of like an extra... I don't know enough about hotels to know that there might be an extra key behind the desk.
Okay. So you're going to try to lift the key off of her?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a pickpocket skill.
Yeah, there's sleight of hand. I'm real bad
That
at
would be it.
No.
I'm real good at being sneaky. I'm just real bad at sleight of hand.
Right.
I'm going to try and sneak... Like, see if I can get a benefit from being sneaky.
Okay, sure.
So, like, if I make a sneak roll, then maybe
You can
I
get
an
I'll give you an
advantage
extra
or
die.
something? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and tiptoe down this.
Oh, wow.
That one's on strike. It doesn't want to help you.
It's like, how dare you steal from Old Women?
10.
Boom! Okay. Take 2 bonus dice.
Nice.
I got a shot now. I don't know how that math works out exactly,
I
but
help?
I feel successful.
I don't know. Yeah, you can make it make a distraction.
Yeah, just like.
Okay.
For a third bonus dice. Die.
Can we have some more sandwiches, please? Or no, that wouldn't help. That would take her farther away from you. I don't know. So are you like talking to her while you pickpocket, or are you like?
No, he
sneaking?
snuck
no.
up.
Okay.
He's going to
right.
literally sneak up and
All
steal
right.
keys.
Then I won't. try
Okay.
anything.
Okay. All right.
Because I feel like
I'm
that
all
would-
like sneaking up on you. You're like,
Yeah.
bring us the sandwich.
Yeah.
She turns around. I'm like,
yeah, that would end well.
all right, here we go. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, all right, now we're talking. No.
No.
I misread which skill I was trying to use. I was excited for a moment, and now I'm touched. No, I did not make it.
Okay. So you can push.
Do I get to reroll everything for a push? Like the bonus dice too, or no?
I'll let you have 1 bonus die.
Oh, well, I'll try.
but she's
gonna
going
go
to catch.
bad if
She's going to catch you.
Yeah. So, well, I gotta try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah! 6.
Oh, boom. Okay.
I have robbed an old lady. Upstanding citizen.
Slowly make your way back upstairs with her.
Yeah. I'm holding them all tight in my hands so they don't jingle on the way.
Right.
Thank you.
That wasn't it.
Oh. I think it went far. I'll find it later. It was one of the bold dice anyway. Not perfectly attached to them.
Good job. All right, let's see what's in this room.
Okay.
Okay.
This was exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to mark stuff off.
Yeah.
At this point, I wonder if I would have come out to be like, what the hell are those two doing?
Yeah. See, this is where it gets weird because there's another player character in there who's probably their task is to watch you, so you'd have to kind of convince him.
They're probably just making small talk
And that would be enough distraction. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm perfectly satisfied with that explanation. It was just a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, at
we
the
all-
same time, you probably heard us walking back and forth in the hallway a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
or somebody.
yeah,
Yeah,
you don't know
that's-
who.
But I heard voices, and I'm gonna assume the voices I hear right outside of our room are y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if Isadore is just enough of a distraction that I don't notice, then
Probably.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I would. He probably is.
Tesla's in there. He's a great conversationalist.
Actually, what has happened is Isadore and Tesla have gotten into it.
Oh.
Deep conversation.
Yeah.
And I've got a piece of paper and a quill.
Right.
Uh,
not to make notes.
Yeah.
Just to figure out the
trying
paper
to
analogy.
doing the fourth dimension. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so let's go investigate.
Okay.
that
Yeah,
one.
we go.
You open the
Yeah.
door. Very similar. There are 2 small beds in the place. They're both made. There's a wardrobe, or probably a couple wardrobes, a little desk, a couple chairs. You don't see any luggage or anything. The only thing you see is there's some kind of booklet laying on the pillow of one of the 2 beds.
Okay. What's the booklet?
It is The King in Yellow, a play in 2 acts. 3 acts.
Oh, I was going to say, is that on purpose? Because it was 3 acts before.
Let me double check. Is it 3?
was
3.
three.
3 acts.
Okay. I was like, oh, it's a countdown now.
Let me make absolutely certain.
How dare you doubt my notes?
Oh, you know what? No, I must have led you astray, because it is a play in 2 acts.
How dare you lie to me?
So we'll retcon that.
Okay.
Okay, it's the same.
It's the
Yes.
same.
Well, I'll still collect it.
Okay.
It's another one of these plays.
Son of a bitch. Well, I guess that tells us whether he's malevolent or not. We should probably get going while it is gone, because it's
How?
probably not Einstein.
I wonder how it finds us so easily.
Well, with those hounds, we think that they can sense when we...
Oh, you think it is a hound moving in disguise?
who knows what they can do. But with the hounds, we think that it gets summoned by us going into the dream world. So perhaps one of us traveled last night.
I don't know who with the...
None of us have a choice. It wasn't I. But it could have been Tesla. I know Isadore has been there many times.
Okay.
But yeah,
We
Camilla.
should maybe go before he comes back.
We should definitely do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Let's go and I'll lock up the room. And then I'm going to leave the keys on the stairs.
Okay.
Like she
dropped them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we take the book with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back in the room,
yeah.
pack up my bag,
All right.
Yeah, pack all the things up.
go next door and be like, hey, everybody, not an emergency, but we should think about going.
Indeed, it's
But he's had a little rest time, you know.
And now that we've had some food, we should keep it moving.
You haven't told Tesla or
Isadore.
Isadore what's...
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It's easier just to be like, let's go, everybody.
Okay. Do you guys pack everything up and settle with the old woman downstairs? And back in your cars.
Yeah, I'm going to have, since Isadore's driving me, I'm going to have Tesla ride with Dmitri, so that way Dmitri can kind of explain to him what happened.
Okay.
And since we'd already seen Einstein sitting on a park bench the night before, I don't think it'll become as a huge shock.
Maybe, well, I probably, in my conversation with Tesla, I'm going to presuppose, like, maybe Hound 8 from him gives it power to be him.
Ooh. That's actually really
I mean, once we get into this kind of weird things.
That is perhaps the... I think it will be difficult to shake whatever this is. Did Einstein explain to you about the paper?
Yes. You think it is able to watch us from afar like it is not part of the paper?
It is possible, if that is what this is.
Okay. Is there any way we could travel to the other side of the paper so it could no longer see us?
Well, you have to understand that paper is only an abstraction of our three-dimensional space.
Okay, I'm trying to give you, Mr. Smart Guy, ideas outside the box. I'm supposed to say something like that. You're supposed to go, oh, that's profound, and then come up with a way it works. All right, we're going to keep driving.
I don't know.
All right. Doris said you were so good at the conversation.
Okay.
I love how I'm talking trash to one of the brilliant minds of history, and I'm 23 years old.
Right.
He's super not helpful right now, though. Like Mr. Doomsday Prediction, have you heard about the paper?
Yeah. Can we talk to you about the paper? There's just somebody standing just at the edge of your porch. Punching through reams of paper.
All right. You guys want to make it to Hambledon?
Yeah.
Or do you have any other...
No, I think we should go there.
Okay. All right, so probably that evening you make it to Hambledon.
Okay. Where are we going first in this lovely little town?
Tesla tells you where the barn is. He says it's down.
So, like, before we get all the way into town, I'd pull off to the side of the road so we could have a talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't want to just roll into town and be like, doo-doo-doo, no, let's go over here, no, let's go. Yeah,
And hand signs from one car to another. And
it's very difficult to explain, like, should we go see the Lord or, like, make a little crown?
We should probably head directly to the barn. Who knows what's happened in the meantime since our last...
Well, that's true.
I agree. I feel the sooner we load everything up and get out of here, the better.
Okay. We'll go there.
Plus, also, didn't something blow up the last time we were here?
Yes.
Well, that was a house.
We blew up the house.
Yeah.
The cottage. But we saved James Smith's life. Since
Good.
The Lord was pretty okay with this.
Oh, okay.
You know, we took his son to him.
That's good.
saved him from a horrible gas leak.
Of course. Of course. The gas leak. All right. Yeah, let's just see if we can load up the equipment and get on the road as quickly as possible.
Okay. All right, you get to the it's evening now, and you get to the sort of the outskirts of Hambledon, And there's a farmhouse kind of off a little road that's off the main road that runs through the town. And you pull up, and there's a barn.
This doesn't bode well for the bard.
There's a chain and a padlock on it. And
No other people in evidence.
no.
No farmer coming out of the farmhouse.
No. You can tell. I mean, the fields are fallow, and
Oh, okay.
this is not like a
It's not like we
going
just leased
concern.
some barn.
Right.
And do we see any signs of people watching it or anything like that? Like, do we see any signs of, like, any of the people who we didn't kill in the explosion at the house?
Oh, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
I think I'm on this set of dice now. No.
Wow.
72 over 65.
This is not
Wow.
a good dice game. At least this night. Okay. So no, there's no one watching. Tesla goes up and unlocks the padlock, takes the chain off, opens the doors up. He kind of reaches inside and comes back and says, "We need the power is out. We need the torch."
How close are we to the rest of the town?
You're probably at 2 miles, maybe.
You suggested before using the headlights from the car.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe that would be best. Fewer shadows.
Okay.
Isadore told me once that the hound can travel in the shadows.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
We will need to hire a truck for the trailer, and you can see there's a big tarp over, and it very similar to what we had near London, was a trailer with batteries that are like 4x4x4, these huge, enormous batteries.
Well, perhaps it would be best if we locked this all back up and came back in the morning with hired help.
Yeah, I think that would be something we'd have to do.
I mean, going into town at nightfall to try and find a truck driver seems unlikely.
Before we do, shouldn't we check that Abigail hasn't done anything to these batteries?
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah,
At
so
least investigate the
Yeah,
quality of the...
make sure everything's still that should
Okay.
be there, is still there.
All right. Yeah, you kind of everything. There's like no one's drilled holes in them or anything, and everything looks intact. And Tesla goes inside and he says that everything inside looks right.
Okay.
He said that there's some adjustments he'll need to make because this is an earlier version of the machine.
Okay. So we'll go back into town and find our friendly hotelier
The B&B we stayed at before.
Okay.
with the blood toast.
Right.
Oof.
All right.
Is that here?
Yeah.
With the weird eggs, yeah.
It was pre-sanitarium, our first stop.
Yeah, just for some reason I thought the blood test was in London at the clinic.
No,
Whatever.
Because I remember I left and sat by the village fountain.
I thought it was eggs, yeah.
Well, they were both. There was
Oh,
blood
yeah.
test and eggs.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Okay, so you get rooms and have rooms for the night.
Okay. We should watch the building.
Yes.
You mean the barn or the?
No, the hotel.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'll set myself up at the end of the hallway of rooms in a chair.
Okay.
Rifle kind of leaned up in the corner behind me. Shotgun. That's right. Shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll just take turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So he'll take first watch, I'll take second watch.
Okay. No one dreams. Sometime around, probably close to midnight, you hear someone walking downstairs because you're in the first floor, second floor, first floor, but you can hear someone walking downstairs, and they seem to be coming up the stairs, and it's like it's not fast, but it's like
average walk.
Average walk, and when they get to the top of the stairs, there's no one there.
Pick up my gun, walk down to the stairs, look around.
You can kind of see a shadow because there's some lights on in the lobby. You can see there's a shadow of someone moving. You can't see the person, but you can see their shadow kind of moving against the walls in the lobby downstairs.
Okay, I'm just tired. I'll go down the steps a couple and look and see.
Okay, and you see the door close.
Like they went back out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well they went back out. I'll take that as a win for now. I'm going to go back upstairs.
Okay. All right. So another hour or two, and then you wake Doris up. And
I'll tell her. I'll give her the briefing.
Okay.
Weird. I thought somebody was coming up the stairs. I might have just been really tired.
Or
But
someone moving in the fifth dimension or whatever. All right.
maybe.
Well, probably couldn't have shot him anyway, so did the right thing.
Okay.
And then I'll take my watch.
So very similar thing happens. You hear someone walking up the stairs, and it gets louder. They're definitely walking up the stairs. And when they get to the top, you hear a couple of more footsteps, but there's no one there.
Okay. I'm going to throw something.
Okay.
Like, not necessarily anything big, but maybe one of my extra bullets or something. I'm just going to, ping to see, if it hits something and bounces off him.
All right.
And just to see. Oh, man, this throwing, I forgot, was 20.
Oh.
You're just trying to hit a hallway.
Oh, yeah. I failed.
But, okay. But you still throw it down the hallway.
Yeah.
And it clatters to the ground.
Okay. Does that any sound reaction, like stopping or
You
shuffling?
hear footsteps going down the stairs.
I'm gonna follow them down the stairs.
Okay. The light downstairs seems a little bright as you're going down the stairs. And there's a sort of a rusty smell.
Oh.
And let me describe what you see. Imagine a sausage maker.
No. Okay.
You see what looks like what the inside of a human body might look like if you could put your head inside of it and the stuff sort of moves as you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're seeing what looks like internal organs, blood vessels, musculature, sinew, all kind of moving in this small space. And then all of a sudden, it just disappears.
Okay.
It was like if someone took half a person
Yeah.
and set them there and then kind of somehow could fast forward through the various layers. That's sort of what it looked like.
Got it. Okay. Like those body scans where it kind of shows, but actual in real life, where you can see the different layers as you go deeper.
Is that an MRI?
I think so. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
But
and
this is three-dimensional.
Yeah, and really there, except now it's gone. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna run back upstairs.
Einstein's right behind you.
Oh, shit.
And we'll leave it right there.
Curse you, Einstein.
Oh, it's kind of good. I don't want Jim to miss like super excitement stuff like this. Dang it. All right, very good. Oh, that was intense. That was good. Jim is though, like he's very like stabilizing, calming presence.
Yeah, he definitely is only by example. Mm-hmm. He is sort of a tone enforcer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it is great.
I think we got better at it after we kind of like recognized it.
Right.
But it's hard. It's hard not to, what do you call it, whistling past a graveyard.
Yeah.
Like you get in these tense moments and you want to like
release that tension.
Yeah.
And also like, I'm sorry. I guess it's just like my decisions were not exactly conducive
they
to
were
keeping
good.
tone, I think.
But it made sense. Like
They were the right, they
Yeah.
were totally valid character decisions for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just, again, like I said earlier, when you're confronted with irrational behavior,
Get a little.
the only response is, come on, look,
Yeah.
let's do this.
You did that with us enough when we were the ones suffering
Yeah.
our
Oh,
sanity
for sure.
loss. So let's go this way, children. Let's do it.
And I hardly need to like skew anything to like reinforce the fact that you're suffering from indefinite insanity.
No, yeah.
It's like zero work for me at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching episode 14 of Murmurs at the Abyss in Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Was your keeper, Stu.
I'm Kimi.
I'm CADave. Oh.
Everything. Sorry. So I have this game. It's called Decima. It's kickstarting right now. So please go to goldenlassogames.com/Kickstarter. We've had a bunch of actual plays. We played it yesterday. So if you are interested in seeing what it is, it's a RPG tool that you play before you get into your campaign. It works with any system. And it basically creates character connections, location details, and world dynamics before D&D, before Call of Cthulhu, before PBTA, before anything. So yes, go check it out. It's fun. And it's got really beautiful art by Samantha, our friend.
Yay.
Oh, that's right. You hit that level.
I did.
Excellent.
So we hit 20,000. So now we're less than $400 away from 22,000. So it's
That's
very
awesome.
exciting.
What unlocks at 22,000?
22,000. We have map assets that, if you were talented like Dave and I, with drawing, which is not.
Challenge like
Yes,
you and Dave.
challenge like Dave. You can print out Samantha drawn and artist drawn little like map assets, like a bridge, a house.
Oh, cool.
So you can cut them out and glue them down. So you have a beautiful map that is drawn by a professional that you printed out. So
Fantastic.
yeah, and then if we get to 25, then we start having like gold leaf on the decks and the boxes and stuff
Cool.
like that. So it's very cool.
Fancy.
That's for all of the decks?
Yes, all of them. So no matter what level you backed at, you will get the pretty gold decks if we get there.
Excellent.
So goldenlassogames.com
Slash Kickstarter. Right. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Just before we go. Also, hi, I'm Pooja, and we have 2 weeks left on the
right.
Rainbow Railroad donation. Like we have raised now $5,800,000 as of the last time I looked at it.
$5,800.
$100.
Not
Yes.
5,800,000.
Sorry, $5,800 out of our $10,000 goal.
Yes.
And we've got 2 weeks left. The donations are open. Every little bit helps, and you could still win our top donation prize. That will be open until donations as a whole close.
Yeah.
Rainbow Railroad is a great organization that helps LGBTQIA+ people escape from their home countries when they'd be persecuted and killed for who they are. They have saved like over 30 people, I think, in the last year. Is that true?
Something like that.
And we would love to give them enough money to save a life. And you can find that at happyjacks.org/rainbow.
Yep. And we're at 5818.
Oh, nice.
All right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in 2 weeks because
Yes.
this is the next game we'll be playing because
Yep.
Con is next weekend.
Yes, we'll be at Strategicon next weekend, so our schedule's
Come on
different.
down.
So go to happyjacks.org/schedule to see like when things are, because things have like moved around a bit. And we'll be streaming almost all weekend from the con, so we'll have lots of games.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
What is it?
Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink behind the lake, and the shadows lengthen in Carcosa.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.